Blueberries have accumulated one of the more impressive evidence portfolios of any food in the nutritional research landscape, and for once the reputation is not significantly outpacing the science. The case for eating them regularly, particularly as we age, is built on a convergence of antioxidant chemistry, cardiovascular research, and increasingly compelling neuroscience that is difficult to dismiss even under scrutiny. The chemistry starts with anthocyanins, the pigments that give blueberries their deep blue-purple color. These compounds belong to the flavonoid family and function as potent free radical scavengers in the body. Blueberries consistently rank among the highest ORC foods measured, and while ORC scores have fallen out of fashion as a single metric for predicting antioxidant effect in the body, the underlying flavonoid load translates into measurable reductions in oxidative stress markers across clinical trials. A cup of fresh blueberries provides about 3.6 grams of fiber, 24% of the daily value for vitamin C, around 36% for vitamin K, and roughly 80 calories, making them extraordinarily nutrient-dense relative to their caloric footprint. The cognitive health story is where blueberries have attracted the most scientific attention, and it is worth examining carefully rather than breathlessly. Longitudinal studies from the Harvard Nurses' Health Study found that women with the highest flavonoid intake from berries showed significantly slower cognitive decline, with an estimated delay in cognitive aging of up to 2.5 years. Shorter-term intervention trials have found improvements in memory performance and processing speed in older adults consuming blueberry powder daily for several months. The proposed mechanism involves anthocyanins crossing the blood-brain barrier and improving neuronal signaling, reducing neuroinflammation, and enhancing blood flow to the hippocampus, the brain region most vulnerable to age-related atrophy. On the cardiovascular side, daily blueberry consumption has been associated with reductions in systolic blood pressure, improvements in arterial stiffness, and favorable changes in LDL particle size, shifting particles from the small, dense, more atherogenic form to larger, more buoyant particles considered less damaging to arterial walls. These are not trivial effects in the context of cardiovascular risk management. Blueberries also have a notably low glycemic index despite their natural sweetness, meaning they raise blood sugar gradually rather than sharply. This makes them genuinely useful for people managing blood sugar, though those with type 2 diabetes should remain mindful that half to 1 cup per serving is the research-supported range. More than that is fruit, not medicine. There are 2 cautions worth naming honestly. Blueberries contain moderate oxalate, which is relevant for people with a history of calcium oxalate kidney stones who should consume them in moderate rather than excessive amounts. And the vitamin K content is worth noting for anyone on warfarin or other blood-thinning medications that interact with this vitamin, not as a reason to avoid blueberries, but as a reason to maintain consistent intake rather than dramatic fluctuations. Frozen blueberries retain their anthocyanin content remarkably well and are available year-round at significantly lower cost than fresh. For most people, there is no meaningful nutritional argument for paying premium fresh prices when frozen performs nearly identically.